like he rightly said, they are trying to play safe, and playing safe in a situation where the people will need just okay. For instance, let's use the Akwa Ibom State Youth Development Fund bill as an example. The bill is supposed to address unemployment. I'm not talking about the political flag ups we used to have, where they say they have created up to 1,000 jobs, and there's a company that has started. And I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about a sustainable framework that will help the people, that will address unemployment, that will empower enterprises, that will also give support agriculture. This is what is supposed to do. The students who are in school, the bill is supposed to help them integrate into the job market. It give them that support they need to just transition from that school to job market, so that it will be easier for them. They will be able to learn when they are in school, so that when they get into the job market, they are not lost, or they are not asking for experience and 10 years experience. You can begin to have that experience from school. So that bill was supposed to be a sustainable policy framework that will address those things, but because it's not to the interest of the executive, because the bill was asking for a 3 billion naira, they won't assent it. But if you see the things they have been spending on, you talk about sports, they will tell you that in this year's budget, we budgeted so amount of money for sports. And then if you want to really go into accountability and monitoring measures, you see that most times these figures are actually inflated. So what we need the legislative arm of government to do is to stand their ground most in cases like this, and say, okay, this will benefit the people. Because if you go into the streets, you see that so many people are out of jobs. When you go to some places, you cannot even go at night into some places, because you know that your phone or your laptop or anything will be carted away from you. That's what the bill was trying to address. So we want a situation where these people can stand. We have already interacted with the people, and we know that this is what is going to solve their problem. Why not ascend this? You have a dialogue with them. If you have a dialogue with the executive, tell them that this is what the people want, and you have to assent to it.
Well, I'm sure that that's business for the 8th House of Assembly to deal with. Hopefully they can push that. Hopefully the governor now will put pen to paper if they push it again to him. If it doesn't, hopefully they have the will to veto the governor. But if I make out anything from what you've said now, you're simply pointing out that of all the senators that went to the House, in terms of lawmaking, Senator Basin Albert stood out for you, and in the House of Reps, in terms of lawmaking, Onofiok stood out for you.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
There's representation, and that's another part that I've not heard you speak to.